I would put it on a bun. You could fit the pickles. You could put pickles in the pickles. You can fit the pickles in there. You can fit the pickles in there. Come on.
Some onions.
Pickle chicken sandwich. Take it away, John Frickin Smith.
Welcome to the rabbit hole,
How did we end up on that rabbit hole?
where all you knew is wrong. And rules are just suggestions,
I like the pipe.
made up as we go along.
Shut up, Corn.
Fuck you.
And who knows what you'll find here. Maybe heaven or your worst fears. Whatever it may be, it's yours to keep forever.
Just in time. You've entered a rabbit hole. Please go down further. Where there's philosophy hidden within stupidity.
My nipples are sweating.
What are they doing to that chicken?
They're punching holes in it. You know what?
Man,
I want to
fuck that.
teabag Hank Azaria. He can make weird noises.
You're fucking weird.
You guys are horrible.
Bunyan rings? Like, I wouldn't eat those.
What the fuck? Hey,
Even if it was Paul Bunyan themed, like, you know what I mean?
Anyone-
Like flannel onion rings or something like that. You're like, yeah, I had a heart attack. Fuck you.
it's a sunshiny day.
Yeah. Fat people need love, too.
I just want you to know that your voicemail line is still active. And it's weird because I didn't think your podcast was still active. What up, man? It's your boy, B-Rob. 3R show, Random Rounds with Rob. All that bullshit. Anyway, I'm just amazed that you motherfuckers are still doing podcasts. I mean, some people might go to my feed and see I ain't put out an episode in a while, but I have still been consistently podcasting, on just doing another show and shit, week to week, or whatever the fuck. But you motherfuckers is more random than Random Rob, because I thought, this was a dead podcast. And then here we are, lo and behold, fucking 3 or 4 shows back to back. And I'm like, the fuck? Shout outs to John Frickin Smith. And, still sounds the same. Still feel like y'all picked up where you left off. But what's weird about the whole thing or whatever, when I first started listening to the show, and I don't know how long I got on this voicemail. Anyway, Corn, sounded different. Very into his, ethnicity, if you will. But now he sounds like a fucking English scholar and shit. Like, and y'all two still sound high as fuck. But you all might be high as fuck. But shout outs to Korn, because he seems like the intellectual of the group now. And y'all just seem like, high as fuck. Anyway, congratulations for doing podcasts, I guess. But, do you still know how to work the voicemail? Do you still get notifications? This will be your test. All right.
Yes, indeed. We are still active. And we are keeping the streak going. Oh, that is beautiful.
Yeah, that's different. What the fuck?
That is trippy.
Okay, they need to Google AI that bitch out of there. Because this is, yeah.
Yeah, that is serene. And trippy. Like, that feels like a shroom
Yeah,
dynasty.
light's not supposed to, what? Shit's all purple and orange and white and brown and green. And a reflection. And fucking red-haired bitch Becky over there.
I don't even see a red-haired bitch.
All the way to the right, midway through the screen. She's also taking the same picture, which might be the next picture up, which would be pretty cool.
That'd be weird.
The more green aspect. Nope, it's a penguin.
But yeah, well, we did mention a couple weeks ago that we haven't gotten a voicemail in forever. That's weird, actually. I would have figured B-Rob would have hit us up at some point, like, where the fuck are you guys? Did you die? But instead, we come back to life, and see, that's the power of staying subscribed and staying faithful. We never did officially pull plug on this.
Dude, we legitimately took a hiatus.
Yeah, we legit said like this is not the end. We never. That was one thing we always were like very careful not to say, because it was like, no, if we really are capping it all, if we're really calling it quits, then we're gonna actually do a final episode at least. I mean, yes, that hiatus is a bit of a fucking overstatement. There, we were fucking gone for a long time.
Yeah, so was Oasis, man.
We are no Oasis.
Well, anyways, here's Wonderwall, brother.
But yeah, but the voicemail I have kept active by usually just by using it to order weed, but also just by hitting whatever button they say to hit to make sure to keep it active. So it's nice looking at it actually. I think the last voicemail we got was probably 2021. So it's good that us coming back into it. Yeah, December 2021, and it was John Frickin Smith. So thanks, B-Rob, for actually breaking the streak of no voicemails. That in itself gives us a good start to the episode, and you know what? Damn it, it does feel good. That makes us feel like even more like we're back. Like, you know what I mean? Like old friends are recognizing, well, not recognize, but seeing that we're putting out episodes. See, if you stay subscribed and you keep the notifications on. Now I'm just imagining that like somebody that like really really does listen to us like religiously is just like sitting there for all those months, and then finally they get that ping at the beginning of or somewhere early summer, and just like they look at their phone and do a double take like, what the fuck?
I imagine they're just like, fuck these guys.
How long? And they look and just like, you guys haven't put out an episode in almost in like over 6 months. That's a long time, especially in content creating time. That much time without any word too. I can understand people not thinking, or people thinking that we weren't active anymore, and that oh, there were even a couple moments there where I was like, fuck, are we gonna get back to it, or can I just like do I get rid of the equipment? Do I sell it? I don't fucking know. I never planned for that. That was one part of it I never planned for, was like the end. That sounds fucking weird, but that was
Just like that river right there, man.
it's just I always I always kept that faith that we would come back to it and that we would get back into more full fold. And to be honest, these last few weeks, it's nice to see you even like with like that little bit of passion back for it, as opposed to feeling like I'm dragging you to it. Like,
Corn's sucking my oxygen out.
but
Like, there's a...
this time of year though, Corn is notorious for like lagging this time of year for some reason.
So you want to know something, Rob?
At
You
least
wanna
this
know
time
how
he's
I
not
feel?
in jail.
He took so many hiatuses because of an alcohol issue. He was back.
Yeah, and
Why do you think he sounds smart? Without the go-go juice, he is a brilliant individual.
yeah, no, we've always said like he's the fucking encyclopedia when it comes to like comic book knowledge. Like, I'm like, dude, how the fuck do you even have the time to care about any of it? But
There's so many times in my life where I thought, you're fucking dumb. And then looking back, he's like, you're right sometimes, man.
yeah,
When you're right, you're right. You're like smart, right?
yeah.
That's why you call him Cornelius.
And for your information, anytime, whether it's the two of us or the three of us in this rabbit hole, we are always high as fuck.
Welcome to the rabbit hole.
Yeah, let's just get that one right away, because yeah, we had to always, every single time, even Corn was high as fuck every time you've heard him. The only difference is, like you said, the presence or lack of presence of alcohol. Without alcohol, Corn is a fucking functioning human being.
Very astute.
And he's actually a really good conversationalist when he's not wasted.
So I'm mad at him right now for not being here.
Yeah. For some reason, anytime we talk about research being involved, Corn like starts not wanting to do it, which is weird.
He doesn't want to do work.
Well, no, it's not, nobody's asking him to write a report.
I kind of am.
Fuck that shit. Pull up a fucking webpage.
And tell us some shit.
Yeah.
Because that's what we're going to do today.
Pull up ChatGPT, ask it a question about our topic, and fucking read off of that. It's fine. Well, not like I'm just saying, we're not like talking about we're not writing full on like video essays and shit like that for this. This is
No,
this
that's
is
Corn's
lightweight
punishment now.
You know what I mean? That's part of the tea baggers part of J&T Baggers is that we're just kind of dipping our balls into the mouths of different topics and I mean, yes, we typically talk movies and just random stoner shit, but when it's spooky season, it's spooky season, and
He's my spookypedia.
yeah, and we like just kind of just picking and choosing.
He watched all of Buffy.
He did?
Yeah, I'm like 99% sure Corn watched all of Buffy.
And he's watched all the Supernatural.
Yeah.
Yet he's not here talking to us during the spooky season.
And that's why I'm upset.
Yeah, I do feel that. I feel that all the way.
I need 4 consistent weeks. Just 4. We were close. That's an awesome fox. That looks painted.
It's funny, too, because I used to say, like, I was saying the same thing with you and shit, even. Like, with us, like, the times we've attempted to come back to it, we'll get, like, 2-3 weeks, and then it's just like, all right, we're done for 7 months. I think that was, like, 9 months, our last hiatus week.
Our last sighting?
Our last, like, hiatus.
Oh, I was like, the last sighting? Goddamn.
Yeah.
We got kidnapped.
But anyway.
You know who didn't get kidnapped?
I fucking hope not. Good God. I fucking hope not.
I really hope not now, too.
I'll pay the ransom if it's within reason. What's a reasonable ransom for a musician? Well, in that situation, I have to bump the ransom up and, like, you got to start jazzing it up and shit. Like, no, he's not just a musician, bro. He's a composer.
I mean, truly.
I was going to say emphasis on the cum,
suggestions.
but I didn't want to. Anyway, he's John Frickin Smith. You heard his song in the beginning, or Yours to Keep. You also heard the shout out to him in the voicemail from B-Rob, which that's even more awesome. That's how much of a part of this John Frickin Smith is. So head to johnfrickinsmith.com and check out that album, Songs of the Great Collapse.
If you think about it, John Frickin Smith teabagged us.
Yeah.
Dropped a little bit of his awesome sauce. Went about his merry day.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like he goes.
Also, you want to feel old? You want to feel old? Come February, 10th anniversary of us starting this show. Is that 10 years strong? No. But 10 years nonetheless. We will limp to our birthday. So yeah,
I'm not as satisfied with this. This is just gray and blue.
looks like an island dick.
That's God's dick.
I feel like God's dick would be bigger than like a small island. Like that's smaller than the Castaway Island. That's not even an island. That's
It's a sandbar
yeah.
with some shrubbery.
The shrubbery does make it look more like a dick and balls a little bit though. You know, I'm gonna less disgusting that up and just call it a lava lamp.
Until you look at the blue, and that's just the inside of the penis.
Hmm.
The blue on the outside, that really gives it some girth. We need girthy dick.
Anywho. So if you read the description, you probably know what's going on here. Talking about a weird thing for spooky season this year. Well, it actually isn't that weird or off brand for us because, well, one thing we talk about a lot is movies, and occasionally we talk about horror movies. What we don't always like to talk about is the truth behind some of these horror movies. And I don't mean behind the scenes. I mean like the inspirations.
Dun, dun, dun.
Now, luckily, horror is like a genre that can be camped up quite a bit. So exaggerations definitely happen. Like a movie about like a real life serial killer isn't all that scary because you know eventually they got caught or they didn't get caught, or you know what I mean, they got executed or whatever the fuck. So some of these ones fucking wait, did that Dahmer show? Did they show his death at the end?
So, the one with fucking Evan Peterson on Netflix,
Yeah.
they don't really actually show it.
But they did like address it though, huh?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
actually have a pretty strong scene where the dude that kills him that had schizophrenia, like killed another guy, runs in there, kills him with a fucking gym weight, like a dumbbell,
Mm.
and I guess it was accurate.
Hey, fuck it. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna feel. It's not like we're supposed to feel bad,
No, fuck that dude.
but you know what I mean. But it doesn't make for scary television or scary like any. You know what I mean?
No, it doesn't have that sense of like, I
Like
guess.
that could be out there because that guy. Dahmer himself isn't out there anymore.
See, and that's the issue with those situations is based on a true story always makes it scarier than fuck. When like, if it's, if it's just slightly based, they can use that form. But for instance, the thing with Dahmer, the Ted Bundy thing with Zac Efron, extremely vile and look it up on Netflix. It's a long, intricate name. But those two, it's shit. That could be anyone. That's scary with that situation, but scary movie scary is different.
Yeah, because it's made to scare.
Like-
Not just with the jump scares, but it's made to play on what I mean, people's fears and to amp that up to crank it up to 11 and
Like, I mean, some of the top scary or horror movies of all time tie into crazy ass things that are not in our realm. Not gonna happen. Like fucking Freddy Krueger. You're not gonna die in your dreams in the graphic way.
Well, that one actually was inspired by some true events, though.
That's what's fucking awesome.
People were straight dying in their sleep, and they thought it was like some kind of dream killer or something.
So each one of those scary ones that we think don't have a basis, they actually do, for the most part.
That just makes me mad too, because then it's just like there really is no originality left.
For example, the Candyman. That was from an actual dad. Dude
Wait,
was
what?
a piece of shit. He poisoned a pixie stick with cyanide and gave it to his kids after taking out life insurance policies on them.
Oh, you're talking about that kind of Candyman, not like Hook Hand.
Hook
Candyman.
hand, no, but it was the name basis situation. Yeah, he winds up killing 5 other kids with same thing. Like tried to, okay, I'm gonna play this off as everyone got poisoned pixie sticks. So that fucking cocksucker. That was around Halloween. So check your pixie sticks, people.
It's sad, like the way we look at it from a cynical point of view with Halloween, where it's just like we really just let our kids go take candy from strangers.
And even you get mad when your kid gets a fucking apple.
Yeah.
And let's be real, that's because mom and dad are going to eat that shit before it goes bad. Because if you try to pull that, oh, you only get a couple pieces of candy a day or whatever, that shit's going to sit there until fucking well after Christmas.
Yeah. That is weird when you just got like a bucket full of Tootsie Rolls and shit that nobody's eating.
Well,
Because after a while, everybody gets burned
the
out.
flavored Tootsie Rolls.
Ew.
I
don't
love
like.
normal Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah, I'm like I like just regular like chocolate flavor. If something that started off as chocolate, I'm gonna keep it chocolate. I don't hate the strawberry like Tootsie Roll brand, like non-Tootsie
There's
Roll
a time
brand
and a
ones,
place, but if I'm just going at just Halloween candy specifically, I actually look for those ones. Like Layla just thinks I hate like candy in general, I guess. But it's not that situation. It's just I like the weird off the wall ones like most kids aren't going to dig just so I can eat them.
it's weird that some of those candies still go around. Like, okay, Dum Dums make sense because they're cheap.
Yeah, it's fucking even in this day and age, they're still like $4 or $5 a bag. There's like 200 of them bitches in that bag.
Yeah, so that at least makes sense. And you got to have your filler candies, And the fact is, not every kid has the same exact taste in candy. So yeah, variety is the spice of life.
Reese cups. Until they find out what they are, and then you get no more Reese cups. Kind of sucks.
Oh, when your kid realizes you've been taking the good candy?
No, they fucking dig them, and then like, so for years I would get all the Reese cups just simply because I don't like peanut butter. Here, you can have this. Like just being sweet, just being a nice little kid. Now it's like, huh? Where you going with the Reese cup, old man?
No, that happened to me though too, with fucking like taking my little sister trick or treating and shit. Used to be just like, all right, big brother gets the chocolate tax. Snickers, Three Musketeers, Twix,
Dude,
Milky Ways. Those are all coming to me.
I'm not a Three Musketeers fan.
I am, just because I like Milky Way and I don't always need caramel on it.
I love Milky Way. That's why I'm not a Three Musketeers fan. I'm like, this is the basic bitch.
I like them just because of that fact. I just like every form of the candy bar.
I mainly hate them because that's the only
They're all
chocolate I
Snickers
get
light.
after a while, because all chocolate now is accepted in the house. So it's like, shit, what the fuck, dude? Like, you guys really want the Twix? No one wanted the Twix, left or right.
That actually does piss me off. Like that, I love Twix.
I fucking hate Crunch bars, dude. I fucking hate them.
I don't.
And that's a filler candy. Those are in the cheap
It
bag.
is a filler candy.
Where it's just...
But I don't hate it just because it at least is chocolate.
Like, I love
Mr. Good. Bars.
Yes.
Oh, man.
You ever have it with the almonds?
No, but either way, that's one thing. That's one area in which Jonah and I work together well, because she doesn't like peanuts or peanut butter or any kind of nuts for that matter, except D's.
I hate hazelnut. It's a stupid nut.
But yeah, so any of those kind of Snickers, fucking Mr. Good bars, those come to me at least from her.
I've sucked a peanut out of his Snickers. Yeah, that's that. Yep, that happened.
That is horrible.
Hey, dude, as a kid, did a lot of gay shit if you think about it.
So yeah, horror movies.
And another thing, I was terrified of horror movies as a kid.
You're terrified of horror movies as an adult, at least slightly.
No, I just don't see the point as an adult. Like as a kid, fuck this. As an adult, I'm like, it's fake. It's supposed to do that for you, but I don't want to.
I do. I like the thrill. Maybe it's because I don't fuck with roller coasters. Or at least horror movies. I'm sitting down and I'm not in actual danger when I'm getting my little adrenaline rush.
Yeah, I like physical adrenaline rush. Not mental. Mental, I just want to be dumb.
You can be dumb and enjoy it.
You know, it makes it worse because then you get scared. Then you're like, wait, what the fuck? This is fake. Why? But it's not.
No, fucking. So most horror movies have, like, especially slashers, pretty much all come back to like fucking Ed Gein and shit like that, and John Wayne Gacy. Anyone
Texas
that
Chainsaw
fucking
for sure.
Yeah. Anyone that cut people up or used human leather. Ew. Who would want that? I'm just saying, who the fuck would want that? Who wants a wallet made out of man skin? Nasty. That's so nasty.
I don't. The same motherfucker that got books made out of skin.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like,
I was
ew.
just watching what was that movie? Suicide Kings. You ever watch that one? I feel like you have seen it.
What's
Christopher Walken plays a mobster, gets
Yeah.
kidnapped by college, like some little preppy kids. Dennis Leary. I forget how hilarious Dennis Leary is to me. I don't know what it is, but him in any movie damn near cracks me the fuck up. That's why I never
face.
watched Rescue Me. I didn't want to be crying while watching Dennis Leary. And I heard that show's like dramatic as fuck with everything. But no, Dennis Leary, hilarious as fuck in that movie. Talking about fucking having boots made out of stingray. Who the fuck needs stingray boots?
No one. No one fucking needs stingray boots, dude. No. Like, I've
Aw.
never once felt my shoe and instantly thought, you know what would make this better? To slide into a wing of a stingray.
Yeah.
It's the only fucking section you could use for goddamn boots is the wing. That's fucked up.
Yeah, it's weird. It is really weird. And then you're just like, are they more flexible or something? Or is it more ply? I don't know.
It's probably
I don't-
waterproof.
Fucking, I guess even there's a movie, The House That Jack Built, with Matt Dillon playing like a serial killer.
Never saw that one.
It's, I won't lie, that's one movie that you watch it once and never again. Like, you know, there are certain movies like The Bridge. You watch it once.
I mean, dude, that's a horror movie in and of itself if you want to check that out.
As far as reality is concerned, like just seeing people just kind of like,
You talk about based on a true story.
yeah, just seeing like security footage of people like looking up at the camera and just like,
Bye.
yep. Like, holy fuck. And just the scariest part for that movie, for The Bridge, was the guy that survived his
Yeah.
belly flop. That was the scariest one to me. It was like, oh god, so that's not even like guaranteed. That's not even a guaranteed Suey. Oh, that sounds horrible. That is a living hell right there. You're trying to end it already, and now you just.
I wonder how many
made it
times
so
he's
much
thought, just go
worse.
back.
Maybe I can finish the job.
Actually, didn't he? Oh, shit, I think you fucking talked about that, too. A serious
Possibly.
documentary, dude. Like, but,
Yeah.
you know what's also based on a true story in a weird way? Fucking Jeepers Creepers of all fucking horror movies.
What, people getting ran off the road or something?
The beginning of that movie was like, I guess, fucking actually based on a real case that was happening, but instead of brother and sister, Justin Long and one chick, it's man and wife that witnessed the whole or similar situation of like seeing someone fucking,
Dumping bodies, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So all of that was accurate, kind of.
Well,
when we Crazy say Monster?
based, it's like very
No.
loose.
Yeah, that's where it's like, if there's a sliver that's how Texas Chainsaw got away with it.
Yeah, because
Ed
it wasn't
Gein-
actually, it wasn't based on a true
He
story.
didn't fucking murder people with a chainsaw.
There wasn't a whole cannibal family or anything like that.
I'm sure there has been, but
Yeah, but you know what I mean. But
that's where it gets loosely based.
well, half the time it's not even. They don't even like try to brag about it as being a loosely based or even. It's just not even inspired by it. It's just one of those like
Based on a true story.
you find out later, like, oh yeah, so there was something similar that happened that inspired him while he was writing the movie and shit, and it's just like, oh, okay, that's gross, gross. Human wallet. Oh, the house that Jack built. I brought it up because there was a part where he, the serial killer. It's like serial killer in like the 70s or some shit like that. Though, fucking, it's really weird movie. But he fucking there's a girl that he's dating that he's I guess planning on killing. He calls her Simple, and she like he almost gets caught because she runs outside and they're fucking fighting and arguing. And the cop just pretty much, it's, one of those like old school, old timey things where it's just like, well, you keep your woman under control.
Take her inside.
Yeah, so he takes her inside. And when he comes back outside, he's walking by the cop car and the cop's in the car sleeping. And he puts her titty in the fucking, under the goddamn windshield wiper. Yeah. And then like later, I think he had like a fucking wallet made out of titty. Which what the hell? It's not funny. It's gross, but it's like, what the fuck? Like, who the fuck is this? Who are these people that are just like, let's use human hide to make my everyday things? A coin purse out of somebody's nutsack. It's disgusting.
Okay, so that begs to question a whole different thing
You
that's
shave the ball bag first.
just spooky in and of itself, dude. Did the Nazis know about fucking Ed Gein? Because there was that one couple that, like, their entire fucking house pretty much was nothing but people's skin.
No, it's just they're just sick people out there in the different parts of the world.
So Hellboy, believe it or not, that's not based on a true story. I mean, Nazis were true, and magic hunting, but not Hellboy.
Oh God, Open Water. That's another one.
Which one was that? The one where they're just treading water the whole time, right?
Yeah. That's scary as fuck though for someone like me, especially. Like I do not.
I can't swim. I'm dead within the
I don't.
first
I
3
don't like
minutes.
the concept of being just in the middle of the fucking ocean like that. Nobody, like, no land in sight, no boat in sight, no body in sight. Sharks touching your feet and shit.
Dude, at that point, I already know I'm gonna die. I'm gonna try to punch a shark just to start it. Like, it's gonna sound stupid as fuck, but it's like, no, they bite with quick reflexes and whatnot because they see shit move. I'm gonna go to punch that bitch. I'm gonna die anyways. I can't swim.
Well, then, yeah, you'll have a life fist. They had life fist, like that doesn't make it much better because that just means you're floating
Panicking.
against your will. You're just like,
I want to die.
I just want to fucking drown. Well, then take the vest off. No, why not? Because I still have it. I'm not gonna just let this thing go to waste. Fuck yourself.
Can you imagine if Halloween was celebrated with true, like, things that are scary? Like, I love the idea.
Like everyday fears.
Yes.
Well, I mean, that's why people put like fake spider webs all over their houses during that time. That's one of those, like, letting the real fears come into play.
No, I mean, like, everyone walking around still asking for candy but dressed as Ted Bundy. And you don't know if it's actually Ted Bundy.
Well, you do know.
You would hope you knew.
Yeah, he's dead. You know it's not Ted Bundy. Imagine, well, if they were doing that back when he was, like, active. Well, they didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
That just...
It got too real.
But yeah, being in the ocean, that's one of those, like, yeah, no, fuck that. That's scary for me right away. Stranded in the fucking ocean. Sharks all around. Fucking... Can't see the bottom.
I like things that are supposed to be scary, but they're not. I just don't like the over scary.
Well, what's an example of the first, though? Like, things.
Oh, like it's supernatural, dude. Certain episodes are, like, legit trying to, like, ooh, like, shock value you.
Oh, man.
But, like, a jump scare.
No, I like an effective jump scare, though. I do like the occasional, like, okay, that one got me. The music didn't quite lead up to it. Yeah.
And I'm not a firm believer of, like ghosts either. So
No.
that kind of kills. There's
Well, that's what makes
but
that
then there's,
fun
like,
for me.
blowing it up times 10, pretty much. Like, so open water, I would be afraid just in a swimming pool in a life vest. At the ocean, I'm fucking terrified.
Yeah.
So all these based in a way on a true story. Yeah, you take that, you amplify that by like 15. Yeah, you're good to go. Norman Bates with fucking Ed Gein. There you go. I'm just not a fan of cranking it up to 15, man. Let's leave this at like a 4.
Well, see, that's why I like the unrealistic one. Well, hell, Even like exorcism movies, like The Exorcist and The Exorcism of Emily Rose or whatever, based on true stories, or at least inspired by.
Yeah, I know The
Because I think The
Exorcist,
Exorcist it was a boy.
and then Emily Rose was an actual person, but they fucked up all the information.
Yeah. But you know, like that kind of shit, the exorcism stuff doesn't quite scare me though, because I'm just like, you don't even know what to fucking believe on that one.
Was Paranormal Activity supposed to be based on a true story?
No, that goes into the other category that we had discussed before coming into this was
Found footage.
yeah, the ones. Well,
No, that wasn't a found footage.
it was a found footage,
Oh.
but it's pretty much it was less about found footage for that we were talking about, and more about just movies that try to convince you that they were fully based on true events, or the ones that try to convince you that the found footage is real found footage. Blair Witch Project, marketing ploy.
They honestly did exceptionally well though. Like when they first hit with
Oh
that
yeah,
one.
that was the internet at a young age of the internet of like you know what I mean, the internet as we know it now, like you know what I mean, searchability on everything and fucking that that plus the fact that the actors themselves like also laid low for a while and shit too, like they played that one perfectly for the time. And then I remember seeing well, Paranormal Activity, they didn't try to pass it off. It was found footage, yes, but they didn't try to pass it off like it was like full on, you know what I mean, a real events. Paranormal Activity had like the coolest way of marketing. They showed you like almost nothing but audience reactions and said, make sure this movie gets played in your town by clicking here. And it fucking worked. It worked. It worked wonders. And that first Paranormal Activity was pretty good. It was pretty. It had some nice little jump scares. At the time, I think those movies were inspired by all these goddamn ghost hunter shows.
Oh,
Because we
yeah.
would see those, and I've sat and watched hours and hours of those kind of shows. And realistically, you don't see shit, you don't hear shit. All it is, like every time you think you heard something, it's just fucking background music. Every time they think they've heard a voice, you're just like, that could be either way, or that could be, you know. I mean, you act like the guy was alone in the room, but there was a fucking cameraman with him. So I think those movies gave you what you wanted to see in the shows. You know what I mean? Someone sets up cameras and, you know, all the different equipment and shit. And then something just for real comes and sets it off. You know, like hell, Paranormal Activity, they had the Ouija board just start fucking going crazy and then catch fire. Never saw that on Ghost Hunters.
No,
Ghost
and
Adventures.
dude.
Ghost Adventures and Ghost Hunters and all them. All it is some dude gets cocky and starts fucking, you want to come out and mess with somebody, Ghost? Come and fuck with me, man. Come on. And then afterwards, they're like, something pushed me, man. I felt something just like brush up against my neck, and it physically forced me forward.
Dude, I do appreciate the shows just in general because there is people that truly believe in ghosts to where it's like,
And they're
okay,
truly afraid of them. And
if you don't know what to think, well, maybe they might catch something, and then you're like, they're not catching shit. I'm just watching this.
I did like at first when they were actually going and debunking more than they were trying to find something. When they were actually going in there and saying, like, you know what I mean? Hey, you got some faulty wiring up here that's causing some stuff. Some, you know what I mean? Something with the airwaves, and it can actually cause you to not so much hallucinate, but to, you know what I mean? It can mess with your mind and make you think you're hearing things and seeing things that aren't there.
See, and that's nice. That's one
It's
of
like,
those.
when's the last time you closed the window in the upstairs back room? I didn't know there was a window. Yeah, and there's a window and it's open. That's what you keep hearing outside banging around. It's not somebody walking outside.
You
It's
want to know why you have cold spots?
yeah.
Oh shit!
Wow. They are listening.
Dude, the bridge is definitely like devilishly red.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't look at it the same after that fucking documentary. It's just like, oh wow, this thing really is
It's a
it's
demon.
possessing people to jump off of it.
And that is Alcatraz, I believe, right behind it, isn't it? No. No. It's too easy of a swim.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. There was a situation where, like, found footage did fuck with me growing up because of Blair Witch, but I was very young when that came out.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh shit, things like this can happen. Then once you find out later on in life, like, oh, there's a lot more scarier things in real life,
Yeah.
then you escape to something that just get your heart racing. I'm like, no, I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna get raped when I walked outside.
No, but
Real
yeah.
fear is gonna set in after the fake fear.
Well, yeah, I think that's where like found footage after like those ghost hunter shows started. I think those found footages started working because, like I said, they were giving people we people had gotten so conditioned to just staring and listening so intently during these ghost hunter shows and just trying to find stuff for themselves and like
Dude,
to watch a movie and have that same attentiveness and then actually see the Ouija board move and you know what I mean, something actually fucking, you know what I mean, a bunch of shit just actually get thrown around. It's fucking
I want to know the average on a ghost hunting show. How much dialogue is actually said compared to just sitting there and listening and watching.
oh, that's all you really needed. They talk a lot though. And they talk a lot when they're supposed to be just sitting, listening, and watching. They're sitting there and they're just like, I think I heard something. Oh God, I think I heard something. And then every fucking episode of every goddamn ghost hunting type of show, somebody at some point freaks the fuck out because they felt something, heard something, and there's, what was that? Ah! And they run and then they review the tapes and all the fucking audio, find nothing. Absolutely nothing. This guy just freaked out because a fly landed on his fucking ear.
Granted, being in a structure where you know murders and foul doings have occurred, you might think.
Well,
So,
that the spirits of such murderers are just sitting there still,
no,
waiting
victims.
on you to come. What are the victims gonna do?
They're mad.
Yeah, but not at you.
Ghosts don't give a shit.
Sometimes they do.
They're just like, fuck you, dude.
Sometimes
You
they
know
just
him,
know
don't
who
you?
you are. They're just like, you're a piece of shit.
You came to my world.
But yeah, like I said, most horror movies are based on it. Okay, the animal horror movies are a little fucked up because those, of course, are based on some kind of truth. Just because we know bears can kill people,
Bears can kill
bears,
people.
snakes, wolves.
Yeah, I was gonna
fucking,
say Wolfman is essentially just a big ass wolf from back when we used to live in like huts.
I wasn't even gonna say wolf man. I was gonna say like Frozen.
Oh, yeah.
Not Let It Go Frozen, obviously, but fucking,
Paul Walker.
no.
No.
It's even funnier because it's Iceman from those X-Men movies.
Oh shit, yeah.
The guy from Animorphs. He's on The Boys too. That guy is
Bobby.
yeah. But yeah, see, like the thought of having your the thought of jumping off of a goddamn ski lift, breaking both your legs, and almost immediately having a fucking wolf come up to you. Like that's scary as fuck. Just that situation would scare the dog shit out of me. Get it, dog shit, wolf shit.
See, like, I think it's what Last House on the Left. That scared the shit out of me.
What, the one where the girls get raped and then the parents kill the rapists in brutal fashion?
That might not be the one I'm thinking about. Which one is the one that fucking Dennis gets his head blown off?
I want to say that's either Strangers or one of the other ones like it.
Yeah, strangers fuck with me too. I don't like that feeling. I don't like that feeling at all.
What, someone randomly coming up, knocking on your door, and then coming back to kill you?
Is that the one with the masks?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not cool with that. You don't fucking walk up to my house in the middle of the goddamn day with goddamn masks on. Like, it's not Halloween. You don't do that. That's scary.
Yeah.
You get the fuck out for at least a week.
That's funny to think that remember a bunch of years back, fucking, what was that, 2016 or whatever, there was a goddamn, the clowns thing was
Yeah.
going on. People just running around dressing up like clowns and chasing people or getting the shit beat out of them because they walked up on the wrong ones. And
Which is, I think it would honestly be more scary to just go with the traditional sad clown instead of how they were going with like weird, crazy mouths open and shit.
yeah, because they're going for like full-on monstrous clowns.
But if you just go
Well-
sad clown walking around, that's creepy as shit. If
That's
it's
where, like,
not
those-
Halloween,
Those Terrifier movies, they're not so much scary, but a little fucked up just because that clown is like a very old school type of clown, you know?
all white and black, but with a
Yeah.
crazy ass face.
And he's a mime. That makes it even worse. I don't like mimes. I don't like that they have such attitude without saying any fucking words. Because all I want to do is just like, hey, watch your fucking tone, guy.
I like them more though than pantomimes or pantomimes, however you pronounce it. Because fuck those guys, dude. You're not allowed to talk to me.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I didn't know pantomime was a job though. Like, or I've never seen anybody like. What the fuck is the difference?
One you can talk. The mime you can't.
So what? Why do you hate pantomiming?
Because fuck you. You're not doing your actual work. You need to sit there and make me know what's going on, even if it's with an attitude.
Well, I've never seen anybody doing it like while talking though. Not outside of just like regular people describing something. You know what I mean? This is how I ride a recumbent bicycle. Who's that? Michael Ian White, I think. But yeah. Well, luckily those zombies, like zombies and vampires and shit. Even vampires though have inspiration from, like Vlad the Impaler and shit.
Now I'm trying to think of what doesn't. Frankenstein. Zombies and Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Frankenstein was. Maybe someone got shocked, dude. They died for a second, like defibrillator. Maybe they got shocked and people just didn't know what the fuck just happened. And that's how they got Frankenstein. That's not real. I didn't look any of that
I
up.
did-
That's
well-
not factual.
What's sad is I could see some sick weirdo though, like just like let me put different parts of different like healthy parts of different different human organs and parts together to try to make one person. I'm surprised they really haven't pulled it off yet.
No, it's gross, but isn't that another Ed Gein thing?
What, patchworking?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember seeing that. I knew he did some weird shit, but it was mostly just like making stuff out of people and just like killing. Dismemberment.
He had a nipple necklace.
That's I don't know
I
why.
don't know why that needs to be there, but he had it.
I don't know why I laughed. Well, I do, but I don't.
Yeah, it's just funny to say, but outside of that, it was horrible. Well, I was about to go into defense for Ed Gein. I can't do that.
What were you gonna say? Like everybody needs to have a wallet? Like
No, he was mainly just a grave digger. He only had, I think, like 2 to 3 confirmed kills, but had like 18 people's fucking bodies or some shit like that.
I ain't saying he's a grave digger.
But I am. That's how you get a nipple necklace. You can't get that off of like 4 bodies.
I don't even know how someone gets into that either. Just like how that becomes their thing. It's just like let's just dig up the dead and
It was a different time. Not in a defense situation, but like when you really look at everything that's the scary true serial killers or murderers, it's a different time where shit you can go out to a rural rural area. I can't say that when I got cotton mouth, but sketchy ass like backwoods and just fucking murder whoever. And if they were a drifter, they were done.
Yeah.
Think of the highway killer. Dude
Yeah.
went on for ages.
It's fucked up just to even think. It is fucked up to even think about that. Like, just to know that back then, like, how easy it was for some of these people to get away with that kind of shit.
And that's what made Hostel crazy, because for us, we don't know anything about where,
Yeah.
their actual forms and shit of land of when. Because one was Amsterdam and where else?
It was Slovakia.
Okay, and about Slovakia was two or
Both
fucking.
of them.
Okay.
Bratislava, I think, was brought into it too.
So we don't know what the fuck they do there.
Nah.
So maybe there is some crazy shit like that happening. Human Centipede, people, is based loosely on a true story.
Very loosely, I'm imagining.
Russians were crazy, man. They put everything to everything.
Ew. Ew.
Now, I'm sure it wasn't a human centipede situation, but between German and Russian doctors, mainly the Nazi ones that went over there, they started. One dude was fucking really good at what the fuck he did. He made a double dog.
Hell no. That's weird.
Yeah, talk about some horror shit. Made a double dog, transplanted monkeys' heads, and he's the reason we can do open heart surgery. I think it is. I think it's open heart, like, successfully. Not the homeboy that did the first one, but through, like, his shit. Asshole. Oh, Frankenstein. Obviously, that is nowhere near when it was originally written, but yeah, that guy could be considered Frankenstein.
Yeah. That's fucking crazy.
He's like, I read this Mary Shelley book. You guys should check it out. Look, I made a double dog.
But like Jack the Ripper times, I could see why like one would keep doing like how one would get away back then because there wasn't quite as much detective work being done, and they didn't have. Hell, we even talked about it last week with the Axeman. There's any place where there's a lack of evidence gathering technology and material. It's just like holy fuck, how did they catch anybody? Like you had to actually like really want to get caught back in those days.
Dude, I'm an absolute sucker for Jack the Ripper shit. Just anytime they say there's new evidence, they're still not solved, but there's new evidence. So you get all psyched up for a second, and then it just all goes around it. Same thing with fucking Axeman. No one has that much noise in their fucking house in the middle of the night, and no one's that drunk all along a block of a fucking street to where no one saw anything. I get it's dark. In England, they always try to play off the fucking fog pollution situation to where it was always foggy. Okay, but you're telling me fucking the town's Karen wasn't peeling some fucking curtains back and seeing that, it was a white gentleman or fucking whatever you want to say? I'm just saying. After a while, it doesn't add up.
Well, and especially the thing with Jack the Ripper and the Axeman having in common is that they went after kind of the disenfranchised groups. The
grocers and whores.
Well, not so much grocers, but Italians. Whereas, this country, isn't always the greatest when it comes to people from outside, and
neither was England.
When it came to hookers, or you know what I mean,
they're very religious.
Yeah, so they attack the group that they think is the least cared about.
At the end of the day, they just need to put the actual human aspect into Jack the Ripper and in that horror story and just be like, you know what, dude? The chief knew who it was. He didn't care because the same prostitutes he fucking killed gave him syphilis.
Yeah.
So it's fine. History done.
Yeah. Ill syphilis. Syphilisus.
That's new.
Syphilificus. Sounds
It's,
like some Dr. Seuss shit.
it's, it sounds like Slinky Dick. Where it's just
Oh,
like it doesn't get hard anymore, but it's kind of hard to where it like forms.
Mm.
Imagine a
You-
Slinky. Now push that Slinky over. There you go.
leave it drooping.
Sorry, son. We can't fix the syphilitic. What?
Syphilificus.
We can't fix it. We don't know how to pronounce it. So
And it's gone too far into your system. We're gonna have to amputate. Amputate what?
a part of you. You'll find out. We'll find out when we're in there.
Yeah. Hopefully we won't have to cut it off.
You fucking cut it out. What the hell's going on?
Oh. But yeah, so yeah, art imitating life, imitating art, imitating, because there's that other side of it too. The people that have tried to commit crimes and blame the movies for inspiring them. Some fuckers did it with Scream, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. There was a copycat Scream killer. I don't count this the same, but there was that chick that fucking picked off a whole bunch of her own kids from school, like classmates, that was connected to Garfield. She said she just really hates Mondays.
Mm.
Not the exact same realm, but crazy bitch contributed to a cartoon.
Yeah.
I don't know many other movies though. I guess technically would The Dark Knight be that?
Dark Knight, based on true story.
I mean, it was that wasn't based on a true story, but someone taking inspiration and creating their own horror.
What like what horror though?
The Aurora shooting.
Oh yeah, as far as did the movie actually inspire him? Because there was no mass shootings in the movie. It was just that was just a douchebag that just apparently that they don't ever tell you about how they're doing now. He's working at a Starbucks. I'm kidding.
I was like, wait, hold up. Not the fact that Starbucks hired him. How the fuck did he get out of prison? You know, that's the same thing that would happen in Gotham.
Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah,
some
it'd be
wacky
worse,
ass
'cause
shit
it'd
where
be
it turns around Joker's working out of Starbucks and you're like, dude,
They're just
what the
like-
fuck?
Yeah, you're not trending anymore, so you're out. What? Yeah, people aren't talking about you anymore.
You
so,
should've-
so you're out.
Been killed.
Yeah. We were hoping somebody was gonna do it. First couple weeks there, we were like, why do you think we let you go out into Gen Pop so much? We were hoping somebody was gonna come up and at least butt fuck you. Forcibly.
That
Painful.
probably happened.
Forcibly and painfully. No Vaseline whatsoever. Not even a spit check. Just ram it in there. Who cares if you get shit on your tip? It's alright, man. You've proven your point, though, and your dominance over that human being.
It's a fucking horror story in its own.
Hell, there's people that say American History X is kind of a bit of a horror story there.
Yeah, rape.
And murder. The curb stomp. That is a disturbing curb stomp. It's because right before he does it, the way the guy gets his teeth onto the curb.
Yeah. Because he still bites it. Like, in all actuality, that guy bites the curb before the shot, like the pop. But either way, like, oh my God. Just the feeling of, you go bite cement, dude. What?
Yeah.
He should have been the highest paid actor in that movie.
What if it was just like a fake cement curb? Like it was made out of like fucking
Just eat sugar glass.
sugar cones or
Yeah,
some
just,
shit.
just fucking eats it.
Yeah, as soon as
Good
it's
job,
just,
Ed.
say
High
goodnight,
five.
stomp, and cut. All right, you good with that cut? Yep, we can move on to the next scene. All right, let me eat this curd real quick.
It's not gonna go to waste.
It's got pop rocks in it.
It turns into the fucking TV show. Is this cake? Fuck that show. That's a horror movie too. It's scary.
Yeah, one of the. Oh man, yeah, no. This is,
I'm trying to think of the one that actually fucked me bad as a kid. Oh, the one that really like got to me that there's no way in fuck it's real is Darkness Falls. Just the concept of like you look the tooth fairy in the face and you're dead. It doesn't matter who you are, you're dead. Like
I
until
honestly,
you get to the light. So now I sprint to the fucking bathroom with the light on.
I honestly want to tell my kids that, like,
Just show them that and be like, hey, this is a documentary.
yeah, and
This
she's
is
not
real.
dead forever. There's another one to take her place, and she takes it out on the children because you're so mean to her, and because they burned her in her place. But yeah, I'd perfectly fine with like telling my kids like that, showing them that movie, and like this is Tooth Fairy canon here. Everything in there is Tooth Fairy canon.
Well, the thing that pisses me off in the situation is, like, dude, right before they get to the lighthouse where the fucking light goes off and kills that bitch, she gets like 10 times bigger for no fucking reason.
Yeah,
She turns into like full blown, like, she is darkness, like Mother Darkness. Like, she covers the sun every night. And she just kills you and steals your teeth.
yeah.
And then the shittiest part in that movie is they just assumed it was this little kid. They're like, dude, no.
Yeah, he must have killed his mom, and
But yeah, it fucked me in multiple different ways. I'm still afraid of the dark in a way.
no, that it's because how it opened. It opened
Dude,
with it
it's
like
fucking
that is
freaking
one
me
of the
out.
best scary movies. Like that was one of the best jump scares too on me was
It's just
when he pulled that cover down and just like, oh god, oh god, like the mask isn't even ugly. She's just there, and that's even creepier. And there's no movement because it's a mask. That makes it fucking extra creepy. And then the way the mom got by seeing her, accidentally seeing her in the fucking mirror. And just like, oh yeah, you're gonna hide in the light? Well, your mom's done. And then the fact that that bitch just waited outside that fucking bathroom, essentially until the sun came up and she had to finally leave. But that made me like nervous about like
fuck horror movies and bathrooms in the first place. I fucking hate all of them.
yeah, the mirrors are always gateways.
Mirrors, fucking, you stand in the shower, you get fucking murdered. It just happens.
That's
You
like the
fucking
last
try to
place
take
you
a
want to get
shit.
murdered is like in the bathroom on the shitter.
You know, so if you're on the shit or something comes out of the pipe up your asshole, usually. Like, there's no, like, positive way of dying in
In the
the
bathroom.
bathroom. There's not.
Yeah, because then there's like also like not to be a downer or anything, but and just I'm just speaking in movies. That's usually where a lot of suicides happen too. In movies, bathtubs.
See, I don't like that at all. I'm okay with not having that whatsoever.
I'm trying to like picture. I'm trying to think of a non-horror movie where like there's a suicide in a bathtub of 7 pounds, technically,
Yeah.
with that fucking jellyfish. That's weird. That's so weird. I haven't seen that movie in a long time, but
It's a really good movie. It's just hard to watch the whole thing over again. And not in a
Yeah.
negative way. It's a lot to take in.
yeah, it was really trying. They really were trying hard to get Will Smith that Oscar. For a good few years there with Pursuit of Happiness and whatnot, it was just like he was just begging, like, please take me seriously as an actor. Please.
I'll suck your dick.
Which is it's cool that he eventually, he did earn that much of a right to be taken seriously as an actor, as like a regular actor, and not just an action star or a action comedy star. But unfortunately, until he gets fat, we're still gonna want bad boys and shit. Fuck you, Will Smith. We love you. Anywho,
I don't like Mike Myers. Which one is that? Friday the 13th. Don't like that.